Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nancy Thompson, and it is time for a weekly Facebook Live. So I am coming to you from Skinny Atlas, New York. So if you are one of my regular followers and are tuning in every week, just say hello. And if you're new to my channel, if it's your first time watching me today, I would love for you to also say hello and let me know where you're from. Okay, I invite anybody to join me and tune in. So here comes the first guest. So hello, Miss Shirley, how are you today? It has been like a sauna to me. I've been over in our barn setting up for my open house and stamp sale for this weekend. So yes, it's a sauna over there, and then I come back to the house and it feels like an ice box. So but I'm glad to be inside and where it's cooler. And so hello, Linda and Deb and Missy and Elaine, welcome. So I have today a simple stamping technique. Okay, very simple. You can do this with a variety of stamp sets, and you're gonna love to remember this and use it so you can make some cards quickly when you need a quick card, several quick cards in a pinch. Okay, yes, it is hot, and like I think this weekend is gonna cool down, but I was hoping Friday for the sale it would be cooler, but I'll talk about the sale later on. Okay, so let's get started. I don't know if you've seen this set. It is, let's see, do I have this right? It is the Delicate Dahlias stamp set. It's a celebration stamp set, and you can find it. Hopefully you'll get these if you don't have one already. You'll get these at my open house. So come on over and pick up your copy of the celebration. But it's in our celebration flyer. And it's on page 14, and I'm in love with this stamp set. Okay, it's just a easy set to work with and a lot of great possibilities. So you can earn this for free with a $100 purchase anytime during the month of August and September. Okay, so let's get started with this really cool, fun technique that I have to share with you today. And all you need is one sheet of cardstock to get started. Okay, so let me think, where am I going to put this? All right, so let's switch over. There we go. Okay, and if you're just joining in, we are doing a simple stamping technique, and I'm so glad that you're here today. So I've got my pad underneath it because Delicate Dahlias stamp set is a photopolymer, and sometimes you need that cushion with your photopolymer to get a really neat, to get a good impression of your stamp. Okay, so we are going to be using the colors Mango Melody. Okay, I've already kind of opened up my ink pad, but here's our Mango Melody. It's kind of like an orangey yellow, and it's just a nice bright color for summer because we are in the heat of summer here. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up, and I am going to start directly in the middle of my cardstock. Okay, and so just kind of think in mind, we are going to be stamping a plus sign. Okay, so very easy here. So we are going to then I'm going to offset this one a little bit. Okay, and then we'll offset this one again, and I'm going to put my grid paper back underneath here so I keep my foam pad clean. I'm going to just stamp this. Okay, so then let's finish up our plus here. I'm going to go just right in the middle, and I'm going to leave that blank. And we will go off here to the side. And so just kind of start thinking, oh, what kind of stamps, other sets do I have that I could do this with? So I didn't have time to create a second idea, But I've got an idea in mind, and hopefully I will be sharing it with you next week for Facebook Live. I'll show you my alternate sample. And okay, so we've kind of got our plus going, right? So let's add in some leaves. There's a great leaf in this stamp set here, okay? And if you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully everybody's staying hydrated and cool, and that's the key, is staying hydrated. I don't think I drank enough water yesterday, so I've got to up my game plan today and drink a little bit more water. Okay, so we're going to just add a variety of leaves, okay? Where's my, I wish we had like a big whole desktop foam pad. Wouldn't that be cool? And I wouldn't have to be fiddling around with this. Okay, so let's just kind of go like this. We're just kind of filling in some of this dead white space here, okay? And I think we're gonna do this, and we'll go like this. And there's no rhyme or reason, okay? It's just you keep moving your stamp. So you kind of got like different directions going through your stamped images. Okay, we can always go back and add some more when we're done, okay? So next, I'm gonna take this little flower, and I love this little flower. Don't you love the detail on this stamped image? Let me get this a little bit closer. I love it. And I could imagine this in a whole bunch of different flowers. So yes. Hey, Dawn, I am so glad. Here is a friend that hasn't joined in a while, so welcome. Glad you're here. Okay, so we're going to add some red here, and I'm okay with it overlapping, okay, because lots of times flowers in a bouquet sit on top of one another, and we are just going to add some flowers. And Gail, I totally agree with you. I am so glad I'm not working out in this heat, and we are having to do trash. I'm thankful for that, but I do feel bad for anybody, especially my poor UPS driver. I always try when it's this hot to catch them, to give them a cold bottle of water. Okay, what do you think? We've got some white space left. That is the key, okay? Because what do you think we're going to put in this white space? Our greeting. So isn't this quick and simple? So we've been stamping less than 10 minutes. So we've already got the base for 4 cards. So we are going to simply grab our paper trimmer, okay? So let me move a couple of these cards out of the way. So first I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go like this. So we're going to cut it at 3 and 3. You know what? I'm going to cut it in half, and then we're going to cut it down again, okay? So we will just cut it into equal parts, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then that, I know it'll be a little bit more cutting, but now I can kind of start seeing maybe where I want to trim off and which side to trim off, okay? So eventually you need it trimmed down to, you might just want to fiddle around and take some off any which side that you feel you want to get rid of some image, okay? So it needs to be 5 inches by 3 3/4, okay? So I've trimmed that down. Isn't that like really cool? So let's quickly trim these others. I think I want to take some of this white off. Let's just go with this. And any way you want to do it, it's going to come out perfectly, okay? Okay, there's card number 2 we have, and then let's do this one. We're going to cut it again at 5 1/2, and let's go down to, you can kind of look at your guide too to give you an idea what you want to trim off, okay? And let's do this one at 5. Okay, isn't that looking cool? And then you can also look to see, oh, maybe I want to add another flower somewhere if it doesn't feel balanced. So let's trim this one down to 3 3/4 here. Oops, my paper moved there. And 5 inches here. Okay, so that's all the trimming. Wasn't that quick and simple here? Okay, let's, I'm gonna bring my foam mat back in, and I'm trying to look to see, do I want to add another flower somewheres, or I almost wish I had another color ready. But let's stamp our greeting, and then we can kind of go with this, okay? I might cut the cardstock down before doing the plus sign. Well, you could do that, Gail, but it would take you longer to do it because this was quick. Otherwise, you're kind of like thinking and placing. You totally get a different placement than if you just did your plus sign, okay? It's meant to be like a really quick stamping thing. All right, so we are using the sentiment. Thought you could use some sunny thoughts today. I think this goes perfect with these colors, okay? And where does sunny thoughts come from? It is the Sunny Sentiment stamp set, and it is new in our annual catalog. So I love the happy hello to you. I love the different fonts. There's a birthday, a thank you, and I know we've been out of touch, but I think about you more often than you know. This is a great universal set to have in your library, I think. It's got some of those great, I mean, the birthday one is great too. Okay, so let's finish adding our greeting to these. And if you use kind of like not too dark of a color, your words will shine through, okay? You could even really, depending on your colors that you use, you could kind of do the whole sheet and then cut it apart and then kind of stamp your greeting where you've got a really light color. So isn't that really nice? I love this. And of course your greetings are going to be in two opposite corners because of the way we design that. Okay, we are done with our greetings. So I've already pre-cut my cardstock, so we're going to layer this onto, yes, where is this? Onto some Poppy Parade, because that's the little flowers, okay? And generally, when you have the your smaller image color, that's what helps make that color pop. Okay, so so let's see. So let's layer this now. Let me grab some adhesive here. Okay, we are going to just use, I'm getting better at using Tombow multi-purpose glue. It definitely stretches a lot farther than that seal. Okay, just that little hint of Poppy Parade really makes this pop. Okay, so we are going to fold these in half. Didn't do this ahead of time. Let's just do all four because we're going to want to, I forgot to grab envelopes. This is a great card, and I don't think I have any in reach on my desk. I'm looking. Let's see here. Nope. Usually I have envelopes floating on my desk, but I must have tidied up and put stuff away. Okay, so we've got our 4-card basis. So let's add these to it. Now, if you wanted to, you could take your greeting and pop it up on a label. If you wanted to, okay, my glue. Let's get this glue going. If you wanted a little bit more dimension, because this is definitely for basic, simple stamping, okay? Sometimes you just need that really simple, and you could make a bunch of these really quick and easily, okay? So let's This is the only thing. My glue is getting down there, which I kind of like because it doesn't come out as quickly. But you gotta tap it to get it down there. Okay, so we've got, there's number 3. Okay. Yes, there we go. We got glue coming. So I hope everybody is staying cool in this heat and drinking lots. All right, so we've got that. So we're going to dimensionalize this, and this will help add some dimension to it by just adding some dimensionals to your layers here. Okay. So here we go. And when you do your cards this way, no set of cards are going to come out the same because you're going to just stamp them all differently. They're all going to be 4 unique cards. Okay. I'm looking at everybody's comments. Oh, Davmeek is a Tombow convert. Yay. So you just have to kind of get used to it. You know, either dot or, you know, less is more kind of thing. You just need a little thin pencil line is all you need, really. Okay. Let's see. Angela is trying to use Tombow more. It's not, you just, you know, a little bit. Okay, isn't this looking lovely? So what other colors would you make these dahlias? I almost think like, even like a Highland Heather or Flirty Flamingo might be pretty too, but I love how this Poppy Parade just kind of makes that mango pop out a little bit. Let's see, what other colors? Even Melon Mambo is a little, sometimes it just all depends. And Crushed Curry it would be pretty too. I'm trying to think what in colors. Oh, Pale Papaya and Polished Pink maybe would be really pretty as well. So, thanks, Jane. I love these cards. And sometimes I just, I know I need to send out more thinking of you cards, and sometimes I just don't have some on hand to send out to friends and family all the time. Okay, so the other way we could add a little bit to take this up another notch is to add a little bling. And these in color gems are really pretty as well to add. So let's add some of these. I think the yellow ones. Let me see. Oh yeah, let's just pop on a yellow one on some of these flowers here. Okay. And these will look pretty. I love these in color gems. They are just to die for. They just really, they're just so sparkly. Let's see, let's put this one over here. Okay, what do you think? Do you like it with the gems or without the gems? Can you tell the difference? Can you see the sparkle there? So don't you think that was a simple stamping card, and you could easily, it still looks like a wow and you don't really even know. But if you really wanted to, you could pre-cut your cardstock and of course think about how you're placing it. But the whole key is to make sure to give you a simple, a quick and simple way to create 4 cards very easily. Okay, with the gems. Okay, we will add more gems to that. Okay, so what time is that? So it's 22 after. So in about, it was about 20 minutes we created these 4 cards. And of course, I would, while we have this out, you could also stamp your corner here. Okay, add that, and then let's add a leaf here. And then let's add a couple flowers. Okay, so you can dress that up and kind of do the same thing on your envelope as well. Okay, so start thinking what other stamp sets you think you can do this with. So I guess, do you guys have time? Do you want to stick with me? I kind of had an idea rolling of another stamp set, but I just didn't have enough time to pull it together. So let me know if you want to stick around for another 10 minutes and I will show you this alternative, at least part of it, and then maybe I'll finish the card next week. Okay, so let's see here. So just remember, create your plus sign and then cut it apart. Okay, so I pulled out this stamp set, Christmas season. More, Sharon says, keep going. Okay, so this is Christmas season, and I thought this would make a great one to do this same technique with. Okay, so I only kind of started. I need to get rid of some stamps here, otherwise everything's going to be a mess. Here we go. So this time, I'm not sure if I like the way I'm doing it. So, you know, you do have to practice, don't you feel? And this is only cardstock and ink. So, so I've kind of started my plus a little bit, but I'm not sure if I liked how I started adding in some different leaves and stuff. So let me pull back in, and we will just kind of, I don't know, I gotta think here how we're gonna do this. So I've got the bigger pine cone here with crumb cake ink, okay, and then they have a more filled in pine cone, so it highlights your pine cone, and see how dark it is, and look how it has dried. Oh my god, ink on my fingers. Can you see the difference there? It's really dark, but once the espresso, no, I use soft suede. Once it dries a little bit, it lightens up tremendously. So I'm happy with that. At first I wasn't sure if I liked it. So so let's add another leaf here. See, I'm getting ink all over my fingers, and I'm not stamping appropriately. This might be one hot mess, okay? And I might have to stamp it again to get a better image, okay? Sometimes you just have to create a little bit to begin with, and then, you know, to kind of create a sample, and then create your masterpiece, okay? All right, so I think that looks pretty good. So let's pull in some garden green here. And I think we are going to add some of these pine branches in here. Okay. Here we go. I kind of like those. Let's see. I'm not sure if I like how I'm planning out my pine cones and leaves. Okay. But I definitely need to play with this more. Okay, so let's I don't know. I've got to think about this some more. So let's get some pine branches here going, because I want to add some of this. There's like a holly leaf here, okay, and some berries. So you can, this can layer up really, really well. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it at that for right now, and I will play with this some more so you can check around with this. I'm going to look at some comments. Once I cut it, it'll be perfect. Maybe I'll cut it now so you guys get an idea what it's going to look like. Okay. But I know it needs to be like a little bit, filled in a little bit more, but maybe not. Yeah, it definitely needs to be filled in more. but I can't, this stamping on the fly with this set just quite ain't doing it for me today. So that kind of gives you an idea. We obviously need to fill this in more because definitely my corners weren't filled in enough. So there we go. That's looking better. And maybe there is a smaller pine cone in this set too, and that might be good to pull that in as well. I don't know. But I'm going to play with this more for next week, and I will show you a better sample than what I did here with this. Let's see here. Let's look at some comments. But this set would be gorgeous stamped whatever, you know, and I love it with the vanilla. I'm not sure if I like the red berries, maybe cherry cobbler. So I got to play around with this some more. So anyway, so okay, so let's talk celebration. So it's celebration. If you have questions regarding celebration, reach out to me and let me know, because with every $50 or $100, you can choose a free celebration item, okay? And there's all kinds of things to choose from, whether it's stamps and paper. There's that beautiful bedazzled paper as well, okay? And if you're local to me, come to my open house and see all these beautiful items from the mini catalog. You're going to see the papers and the ribbons and embellishments. And in addition, there's a retired stamp sale. So you can come and shop the stamp sale. And it's a BOGO sale. So with every retired item you purchase, you can either choose a second retired item of equal or same value, or you can purchase your amount out of the catalog, whether it's the annual or the mini. So it's a great way to add some new stuff to your collection, and also get some fabulous deals on some old stuff as well, okay? So it's all inside the barn. If you don't know my address, message me privately here on Facebook, and I'll give you more details, okay? So definitely, if you RSVP, I have a special little gift for you as well, and I'll make sure I have catalogs too for you as well, if you don't have a mini catalog or celebration catalog. So so I hope, thank you for joining in today, and we will see you, if I don't see you, either Friday or Saturday for the open house. I'll see you next Wednesday for another weekly Facebook Live. And thank you for coming, everybody, and supporting me. Thanks so much, and stay cool and have an awesome rest of the day. Bye bye.